I always do that. Thanks, teardrops. Hey, Valiant. How are you doing? I fucking always do that, guys. Anyways, hey, what's up? Jenna Say What here, coming to you with news and Neopets. First hour news, second hour Neopets. I am currently pulling up a couple of pictures of baby mama. Baby mama. She's so cute. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, there's one picture. No pictures of her keep crossing over. Like, nothing wants to cross over. Crazy. Like, I have, like, several pictures of her, and it's not wanting to upload. That's weird. Upload, damn you. But yeah, she is such a sweetheart. I didn't get the luxury of being able to be on Figure Fight Club last night because I got the call and I was like, I gots to go, guys. Like, I got the call the second that I got on stream, and I was like, hey, Abby, I gotta go. I was like, we gotta go pick up this little lady. This little lady. All right, let's take a peek at this little baby. You're here. I have a tech at your house. Internet borked. Boo. All right, so we have. Look at her. Look at this pretty girl. She's like done with my shit. She's done with my shit. But she is like just a absolute sweetheart. Like, she's not hissing at me. She has never once hissed at me. She's never once spat at me, not slapped at me, nothing. She seems like she was upset, but she wasn't, I promise. All right, there we go. Like, let me zoom this in a little bit. But yeah, so she hasn't really done anything. She's just fat and pregnant. Look at her belly. Look at that baby belly. That's filled with babies. Let me tell you. She is overcome with babies. Her tiny little face. She is only 2 years old. She is still currently outside, but she's in the cage, which none of this situation is ideal. However, she has fleas, and there is a good chance that she has parasites on top of that. So currently, because she was dropped off, the whole story with this poor little lady, Otto, OTTO, named after the bus driver from The Simpsons. She was abandoned by her owner that didn't even take care of her anyways, but kept claiming her whenever, the animal shelter would come around and try and get her, and he'd be like, no, she's mine. 2 years old, has 4 litters. It's had 4 litters. This is her 4th. She needs a good home, good life. So once I get her to the vet tomorrow, which, by the way, no stream tomorrow. But she will be at the vet tomorrow at 4:30 to get her flea stuff, anti-parasite stuff, and a rabies shot. So we're gonna get her to where she needs to be. I think she's gonna do phenomenal. She comes up to people all the time at the complex that she was living in. But yeah, the owner, of course, took her daughter, didn't spay her, and had bought a like $6,000 random dog, some bullshit, instead of spaying and neutering his cats. So absolutely horrible. I've heard nothing but good things about like her kittens too. Apparently her kittens are like little angels. So not for nothing. And again, if you disagree with me, I don't fucking want to hear it. Don't ruin me, okay? After Bruce, don't ruin me. Don't do this. But I have said on several occasions that just watch, as I'm calling him, Tweakerton Brucifer, because I firmly believe my first cat came back to me in the form of Bruce, and I swear to God, because he's my, like, those two cats were my literal soulmates. Like, I felt such a connector to them that it was unmatched to anything else. And I swear to God, I said, watch, one of my friends will tell me that they have a friend that has a cat that's pregnant and either needs me to foster the cat and have her have the babies with me, or she has a litter, and either way, boom, Bruce is going to be there. But this time, I feel like Scribble will come back to me too. Reincarnation, baby. A witch. A witch knows. But I saw her babies, and they are fluffy and big because the dad is big. He's massive. Poor thing. Poor girl. Like, this poor little angel. But yeah, she is currently hanging out outside, in like a shelter area that's covered. I have a fan on her that I just have to like keep recharging, which is fine. Right? I heard what sounded like a meow, and I was like, I need a peek outside. Because like the door is open, but she's in the cage, obviously, like this, but and she has the pee pee pad. Like, again, nothing in this situation is ideal, but it is the step that I have to take to keep like Douglas and Anya safe, because if she has parasites and she comes in this house, it doesn't matter how much I seal off a room, that those parasite eggs will track from me out, and I can't do that. I did call the shelter and talk to them. They said that the way that they do kittens, or like animals that have baby that are currently pregnant, they just go ahead and abort the babies. Basically, and she's ready to pop. So these babies could come out at any day now, and I'm just sitting here like, no. And of course, like, as I'm texting my best friend that it works in vet care, I was like, am I pro life right now? Checks notes. No, I'm not a fucking disgusting person. All right, there we go. But like, seriously, it's really fucking with me, because I'm just like, but no. It's totally different situation with animals, because like they're perfect in every way. Animals are perfect. Rowdy, how are you doing? How are you doing? But yeah, so she's perfect. The kittens are going to be perfect. Everything's going to be fantastic. So we're going to take her in as a solo contractor at this point, as a foster mom, dad, I guess, in this case. Yeah, the animal doesn't have a choice. Yeah. I mean, like, I also feel like shit if I not aside from like the Bruce thing and the reincarnation thing, aside from that, like the idea of knowing that they're like, I don't know. I don't know how cats are, like if she knows that she's pregnant, but she's already been pregnant 3 times. So I'm pretty sure she fucking knows that this movement in her belly is babies. But I don't care. I want this. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Spay and neuter your fucking pets. Stop being assholes. But anyways, that's the cat update. We will be on kitten watch once she comes inside and I get her situated so she can start nesting. Because that's a key step in what she needs to be doing, is nesting, to have the kittens. And I'm gonna set her up like a nice little nesting area in the bathroom. Yeah, I know. How are you doing? Kicking some ass out there. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna have her have the kittens in the bathroom, easier cleanup. I've seen people get born. I've seen dogs, puppies get born, but never kittens. So like I know a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna refresh a lot of things. And I do have to get a mini scale, which I'm gonna be grabbing up soon. Which I always thought I would need for like stoner purposes, but apparently I need it for kitten purposes, which is so much better, honestly. Um, and of course, we know the second that I can put those babies up on stream, you know that that's going to be a whole ass thing. You know. I'm so excited. I'm going to probably be doing video updates on Instagram because apparently she is a little like she has her own little fan club at that apartment complex where people are really they treasure her, and so they were like, we really want her to have a good home. But the humane shelter where they're at is completely full. There is no room, so she would be immediately euthanized. And they basically said like, okay, the complex said you have just like like a week or so to get her get her to where she needs to be and not here because she was out and about. And so that's whenever I got the call, and I was like, absolutely sent this trap over to my to Teardrop's friend and was like, all right, let's do the thing. Let's whatever. And then as I'm texting my friend with her in the back of my car, and my friend was like, by the way, where are you going to put her? You can't put her in the bathroom. She's going to have to be like not in the house. I was like, oh fuck, because she was like, you're going to have she's going to have parasites. Is she itching? And I was like, yeah, they said she was itching. And she goes, then she's biting, and that means she probably has worms. I was like, fuck, dude. So I had to mentally gymnastic how I was gonna fucking do this. So my brain was like, okay, I can't just have her sitting the fuck outside because I know that there's a tomcat that rolls around, and he did come by last night, and Anya fucking leapt onto me like and started screaming like, there's a boy cat outside, fucking get him, fucking get him. And I like jumped up and heard Otto outside, and I was like, oh fuck. So I like ran to the door and was like, blah, blah, blah. And the cat took off, and I was like, okay, I have to do something. So I have like a storage closet that is attached to my place, but it's outside, but it's still not hot in it, at least at this moment. Like even in the heat, like the hottest summer day, it's still not that hot in that room because like my area is really fucking shaded. So I had to pull out all of my stuff out of that room because again, fleas, whatever. I left like, what do you call it, big what do you call them, Tupperware tubs of like random stuff because I was like, even if the fleas or parasites get into this, by the time that I even open it up to go, oh yeah, because I've not been on a sewing kick lately. I just but I was like, the next time I open up this thing, if there were fleas in this, or if they're dead at that point. Because like it's not gonna be probably like 2 more months before I finally am like, maybe I should sew something. Like I'm in a no sew zone at this point. I have to sew something in the next few days, or like before next month, and I think the fabric is already in the house. So anyway, so I had to now last night. Now, mind you, I paint the picture for you, and Teardrops, you'll know how funny this is. No one else will understand the context completely behind this, but I need you guys to understand. I am 5'2", and my apartment is close enough, but far enough that I have a problem, like, scaffolding the building to get into my porch area because there's no, like, steps going to my porch area. There's nothing like that. But I, at, like, 10 o'clock at night, decided that because I was like, if Otto goes through the apartment, if she gets trailed through, she could slough off anything. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk Anya. I don't want to risk Douglas. So please don't live in Fabric. They need a live host. Then great, even faster. But so thank you for that, Dan. Thank you. Welcome in, Dan. So for Otto, oh no, what was I saying? Oh, so I scaled up into my balcony with her in my arm, and it sounds like I'm absolutely insane. At some point, like, I got really close and I was like, I'm slightly fucked, but I'm gonna go get a ladder. So, like, I put her down and my neighbor comes out and he sees me with her and his dog looks at her and I was like, she probably has fleas, so just keep your puppy away. And he's like, done. I was like, perfect. I love my neighbors, by the way. And so I ran, grabbed a step ladder that isn't that tall, but it was tall enough to kind of help me, like, scaffold with her in tow, one-handed, like a psychopath. And I threw her over and I was able to, like, get her almost to the ground and then dropped her. So she only dropped like this much. And I had to get back down from that. And I was like, this isn't that impressive for someone, but this is goddamn impressive for a fucking hobbit, okay? This is goddamn impressive for a fucking hobbit. So yeah, teardrops, absolutely fucking hysterical. I have more upper body strength and lower body strength than I ever thought fucking possible. In fact, at one point, I realized in my all-knowing glory that I don't have two hands at the moment. And I sat there and I was like, how do I do this? And I know that my thigh is, I'm not kidding. I know that my thigh is big enough that if I wedged my knee into the two fucking, like, the bars, I wedged one thigh, like, right through the bar and tilted my knee so it was like that. And I held my weight and her and the cage dangling with my leg. And I was like, huh, holy shit, it worked. I like, not gonna lie, I was expecting to be sore this morning and I'm not. And I'm very confused how my body can do these wild fucking tasks. And I'm not hitting the gym. What is happening? This is why my ex hates me. No, my ex hates me for a lot of reasons, but he was a bodybuilder and I used to tell him that I can gain muscle faster than you without a problem. Of course, some of that was because I was anorexic, but also he's a bodybuilder. He's also anorexic. So, like, as I now know, equal playing fields. And I would gain muscle mass fast. In, like, an insane amount. And I'm not on it. That's why I wonder. I'm like, should I get my testosterone checked? And I've had it tested. I think I've had it tested. No, I haven't had it tested. Because every now and then I'm like, is my testosterone high? There's certain things that, like not getting into the medical aspects of it, but there's certain situations where I find myself going, I have to have some sort of higher testosterone than most. Maybe? I don't know. But anyways, I was able to scaffold with the little, with that little lady in tow. Fucking insane. And again, Teardrops knows my layout, so she can see the whole situation playing out And I bet you she's just cracking up at this point, going, why the fuck did you do that to yourself? Like, I didn't know if I had any straps to be able to hook it up to the thing. I was worried about spending too much time in my house without showering just in case I had something on me, because I was like, I don't think that I'm like, Dan, you're right though. You're right. I am made of apparently Viking blood. So I was, I guess if you need, like, you really need someone to be hoisted, I mean, just give me a little hoist. I'll just climb up. Definitely living up to Crazy Cat Lady, and I'm living, yeah, I am. It's ridiculous. But I got her up to the floor, put a tarp over her, because I was like, if a boy cat comes around, I fucking knew it. But yeah, she is existing currently, not happily entirely, but that's going to be changing relatively soon. I spent like 20, almost 30 minutes talking about this precious little lady, but I can't help myself. Let's sandwich this real fast. I'm going to go run through the news really fast. We're going to talk about how Israeli politicians wore newspins to support a bill to execute Palestinians. Now, mind you, what's happening right now is they are basically, Palestinians in that area are, if they're even looking, they look at an IDF soldier, they'll get arrested. Like, and these aren't just adults, these are children that they're picking up. And Israel doesn't have the death penalty, but now they do. For them specifically, no one else. It's a so we have a Ben Gavir stated that this would allow the death penalty for Palestinians accused of killing Israelis under nationalistic grounds. And I don't agree with any of this, because, like, what are we doing here? So here's the pens in question. Several of them wore them, and I think it's beyond deplorable. I don't stand for any of this. I think it's absolutely heinous. And whenever I saw this, I was like, dudes, this is problematic. And we're going into Lebanon, or they're going into Lebanon. And I'm sitting here going, for fucking what? I really wonder if that, like, Israeli, the main plan is a thing. Uh-oh, hold on. Anya? Uh-oh, hold on. Let's check to see if this little lady's all right. She's a-crying, but there's nothing over there. There's no other cats, so she's just crying to cry. But yeah, absolutely abhorrent. I think she's probably just like, stop talking about this. Talk about me. I'm the one that's pregnant. And honestly, I don't blame her. I always said, I was like, friends of mine, I'm like, if you're ever pregnant, just fucking milk it. Milk it. For everything it's worth. All right. So things like this are happening. That's a child.
If you don't know already, I need you to get this through your skull. Israel has...
Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is an Ebony Warrior post, but I absolutely adore him. He is 1,000% right. Like, facts.
Legalized the death penalty for anyone that they that they convict of terrorism. Mind you, they will snatch people off the street just like that little boy for nothing. They will say people rummaging through trash, someone who picked up a rock, someone who looked at an Israeli soldier the wrong way is terrorism. And they have a 99% conviction rate. Jewish people who commit crimes in Israel, especially those against Palestinians, there is no death penalty for them. It is illegal for them to have the death penalty. They just legalized the death penalty for Palestinians. One group of people, bad, no death penalty. One group of people, good, death penalty. That is an apartheid state. That is exactly what the Nazis did.
It is.
To a T.
Why are
They've already been indiscriminately executing Palestinians. Now it's legal. Get it through your goddamn head. A 99% conviction rate, meaning if they snatch your ass up, you are most definitely going to die. So why do you think groups like Hamas exist? Resistance groups. It's either fight or be killed. Literally. They aren't the good guys. They don't deserve sympathy. Wipe they asses out.
Insane. Just to me, that's just fucking insane. This little lady's crying really bad, and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna make sure that she's not like there's nothing wrong. Because the door is open and I don't want something in there with her. Oh, I know why. I know why she's crying. Died. Gotta charge her back up. Honestly, don't blame her. I'm not even gonna say anything bad about it. Her little fan kicked it. She needs her fan. She's fucking pregnant. So like, yeah, she is getting a little toasty, I think. But now she's just screaming. She looked at me and she's like, ah! Like, it was like, I know. She'll be a lot happier once we get her non-parasitic, you know? Once she stops being a parasite like the Trump administration, then she'll come inside. All right. Let's see. So the Solicitor General decided that it was going to be I guess I don't know, not even a smart thing, but he decided that he was going to say that whenever it comes to birthright citizenship, because today was the hearing for birthright citizenship. Every time I go outside, I think that like I have fleas on me, even though I didn't even come near her or touch her. Anyways, Trump is the first president ever to sit in on these types of meetings. He also is the first president to leave halfway through, pissed off, But one of the Solicitor General talks about ending birthright citizenship, and the question is, would that be about Judge Gorsuch's? Would that be also Native Americans? And that's whenever he talks about this. Aaron Parnas was the first person that I saw report on this.
Solicitor General whether Native Americans would be automatic citizens under their legal theory. And while he didn't give a clear-cut yes or no answer, he said he'd have to think about it. Pretty stunning. Take a listen.
Americans today are birthright citizens under your test and under your friend's test?
I think so. I mean, obviously they've been granted citizenship by statute.
Put aside the statute. Do you think they're birthright citizens?
No, I think the clear understanding that everybody agrees in the congressional debates is that the children of tribal Indians are not birthright citizens.
I understand that's what they said, but your test is the domicile of the parents, and that would be the test you'd have us apply today, right?
Yes. So if a tribal Indian, for example, gives up allegiance to...
Born today, birthright citizens.
I think so, on our test, yeah. If they're lawfully domiciled here.
Okay,
I'm not sure. I have to think that through, but that's my reaction.
I'll take the yes. That's all right.
We have some news right now. There was a...
So, there's something interesting that he says. And he's like, if they pledge allegiance... We're finding out that what Trump wants is that the only people that will be birthright citizens in the United States are people that pledge allegiance to him. Not to anyone else, not to the Constitution, to him. He wants to end birthright citizenship for everyone in America that's going to pledge their allegiance to him. And I hate to break it to you, Donald. Sure, I pledge my allegiance to you, but the second that you turn your back on me, I'm stabbing it. Several hundred times. Just because you should know better than anyone else, Donald. You should know better than anyone else that if you pledge your allegiance to someone, that doesn't mean shit. Because I pledge allegiance to my French ancestry. That's what I pledge allegiance to. Specifically, this aspect of my French ancestry. That's what my allegiance is to. And you're going to look beautiful laid upon that table. Some people might say the most beautiful orange that's ever been sliced in half. How about that? I know it's not sliced in half. I know it's just as head, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We have NATO news. I really wish this was a April Fool's thing. Secretary Marco Rubio went on Hannity.
When we need them to allow us to use their military bases, their answer is no. Then why are we in NATO? You have to ask that question. Why do we have billions and billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars, over the years, trillions of dollars, and all these American forces stationed in the region? If we can only use, in our time of need, we're not going to be allowed to use those bases. So I think there's no doubt, unfortunately, after this conflict is concluded, we are going to have to re-examine that relationship. We're going to have to re-examine the value of NATO and that alliance for our country. Ultimately, that's a decision for the president to make, and he'll have to make it. We're going to finish the job here. As I said, we're very, very close to it.
But I thought we were done.
Achieving our objectives on all of these things that I've outlined. But I do think, unfortunately, we are going to have to re-examine whether or not this alliance that has served this country well for a while is still serving that purpose? Or has it now become a one-way street where America is simply in a position to defend Europe, but when we need the help of our allies, they're going to deny us basing rights and they're going to deny us overflight? I think these are very legitimate questions that we need to be asking, and this are going to have to be very carefully examined after this conflict is over.
Insane. Absolutely goddamn insane. And it has been said many times over that if America leaves NATO, there will be a civil war here. Now, mind you, I don't think the civil war that we're thinking of is going to happen. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be very similar to the war here in America and how we're doing with that. Trump has said, I'm strongly considering pulling out of NATO. Called the alliance a paper tiger. Claims UK doesn't even have a navy. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. There are prime ministers like Keir Starmer who are out here saying this.
The conflict in the Middle East has now entered a second month.
Oh, wait a second.
And while we're...
He's very low. He's very quiet. Thank you, my ghost face shirt. We love a good ghost face.
Working at pace for de-escalation and peace, it is now clear that the impact of this war will affect the future of our country. So today I want to reassure the British people that no matter how fierce this storm, we are well placed to weather it, and that we have a long-term plan to emerge from it a stronger and more secure nation. First, let me say once again, this is not our war. We will not be drawn into the conflict. That is not in our national interest. And the most effective way we can support the cost of living in Britain is to push for de-escalation in the Middle East and a reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, which is such a vital route for energy. To that end, we're exploring each and every diplomatic avenue that is available to us. The Foreign Secretary and the Chancellor have met their counterparts in the G7. The Defence Secretary has been in the Middle East speaking to our partners. And the UK has now brought together 35 nations around our statement of intent to push as one for maritime security across the Gulf. And today I can announce that later this week, the Foreign Secretary will host a meeting that brings those nations together for the first time, where we will assess all viable diplomatic and political measures that we can take to restore freedom of navigation, guarantee the safety of trapped ships and seafarers, and resume the movement of vital commodities. Following that meeting, we will also convene our military planners to look at how we can marshal our capabilities and make the Strait accessible and safe after the fighting has stopped. Because I do have to level with people on this. This will not be easy. I spoke with
Not good. Hey, Leah. Fucking God damn it, Leah. Okay. So my friend Leah, Jesus Christ, both of you. I swear to God, I can't do it. Ah! Okay. Anyways, so at Monday Night Karaoke, I was like, Leah, fuck, Leah. Oh my God. I was doing it to her. And I was like, I obviously cannot. I can't. Like, my brain wants to say the right name, but my brain just always something's wrong up there. But anyways, Anthony Albanese warned of the economic impact of this ongoing war. So he talked to ABC.
Reality is, the economic shocks caused by this war will be with us for months. Tonight, I want to speak directly with you about what the government is doing to shield Australia in these uncertain times, and also what all of us can do to help our country and help each other in the period ahead. On Monday, National Cabinet adopted the National Fuel Security Plan. Leaders from both sides of politics, from right around the country, working together to keep Australia moving, making sure that we are prepared so that if the global situation gets worse and our fuel supplies are seriously disrupted over the long term, we can coordinate the next steps together. Today, we cut the fuel excise in half, cutting the tax on every litre of petrol by 26 cents. Those savings have started showing up at your petrol station. For our truckies, we have cut the heavy vehicle road user charge to zero. Both these measures will be in place for the next 3 months. We are working to bring the price of fuel down, to make more fuel here and to keep it on shore, and get more fuel here, using our strong trading relationships with our region to bring more petrol, diesel and fertiliser to Australia. Now, it's the Australian way that people want to do their bit. And there are simple ways that you can. You should go about your business and your life as normal. Enjoy your Easter. And if you're hitting the road, don't take more fuel than you need. Just fill up like you normally would. Think of others in your community, in the bush and in critical industries. And over coming weeks, if you can switch to catching the train or bus or tram to work, do so. That builds our reserves and it saves fuel for people who have no choice but to drive. Farmers and miners and tradies who need diesel every single day. And all those shift workers and nurses who do so much for our country. The months ahead may not be easy. I want to be upfront about that. No government can promise to eliminate the pressures that this war is causing. I can promise we will do everything we can to protect Australia from the worst of it. These are uncertain times, but I'm absolutely certain of this. We will deal with these global challenges the Australian way, working together and looking after each other, as we always have. Thank you and good evening.
God, I whenever he did that, I was like, is he gonna say good day? No, he didn't. We've pissed off Australia. We've also pissed off like was it Sweden? No, Norway, whatever. Like the country where everybody's like, my brain's like New Zealand. I'm like, it's not New Zealand, you fucking hobbit. Denmark, thank you. Yeah, my brain is like New Zealand, New Zealand. I'm like, okay, hobbit, I fucking get it. I get it. You're a hobbit. Not everything is about the Shire, you fuck. Like, oh, let's make it about the Shire just for a second. Just for a little tiny second, okay? When the US collapses and we have to go into the woods, we'll have our own shires. We'll have our own shires. We can just go in the woods and live in the Shire. Is that why I want to live in the woods so bad? Interesting. I was a hobbit this whole time. Me sitting here loving the city. I do love the city though. If the hobbits had a city, I'd probably be a city hobbit, honestly. Anyways, I completely got sidebarred on that one, but all these countries are saying we're going to take care of ours. There are so many people that are making back alley deals with Iran to not have to deal with this. Pete Hegseth, right before the war, his fucking broker made several investments to things like BlackRock right before. Yeah, Hegseth broker Morgan Stanley contacted BlackRock in February about making multi-million-dollar investments at its iShares Defense Industrials Active ETF. Like, can we do something about this level of play? Like, they're literally money laundering. They are doing so much white collar illegal activity. This is insane. We are living in such a fucking crazy time that we have Pete Hegseth out here making fucking BlackRock investments for defense industries. Germany is planning, is thinking about expelling U.S. troops from its country. Which, I mean, honestly, we've been the only country that's fucking done that, so why are we doing that? And by the way, Germany's leaders are far right. And even they are saying, yeah, U.S., you gotta go. You gotta go. This is crazy. In like history, we've never seen anything so corrupt, so insane. We have Rudy Giuliani out here making a fucking mockery.
They want. I mean, they would surrender if I declared war on them, and I'd be able to take them over. I mean, they're all a bunch of useless cowards. But
do you really believe that, Rudy?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, the prime minister in
he sounds like an old fucking psychopath.
I have people from England
like
telling me you're going to be a Muslim country in 10 years. I mean, the Anglican Church, the Roman Catholic Church is bigger in England now than the Anglican Church, and Charles III might be the Muslim monarch of England. I mean, they're taking over, and they want to take over, and it's their aim, and Iran is the fuel behind that. You take out the Islamic Republic of Iran, the whole thing
Piers
moves
Morgan
in the
just
other
said
direction.
You realise, Rudy, only 5% of the UK is Muslim, do you?
It doesn't matter. I mean, they have tremendous power. How many mayoralties do they have? I mean,
they have a few mayoralties, but this idea, there's a lot of Americans. I'm increasingly concerned that a lot of you guys seem to have this idea that we're literally being overrun by Muslims, and I don't know where it's coming from. Because I live here. I live in London. I don't get any feeling I'm being overrun by Muslims.
Well, I was in London about a year and a half ago, and it seemed to me there were an awful lot of women with veils on that I'd never seen before. And you have debates over whether Sharia law should be respected. Of course, it shouldn't be respected. Sharia law is a cult of death. I mean, the Quran.
What the fuck are you guys?
Is a cult of death.
But Sharia law has no legal standing in the UK.
Well, not according to a lot of reports that I read in different parts of England. It actually dominates. And Stearmer seems to be very, very affected by them politically. He seems to want to make them happy, make them contented. And certainly he doesn't seem to be trying to make them English. Nor do the French seem to be trying to make them French.
Get your
they're contrary to immigration and assimilation. They just do the immigration part, and then follow Muhammad. What did Muhammad tell them to do? Take over.
You're suggesting that all the millions of Muslims who live in the UK have a kind of radical mindset, and I would say back to you that is simply not the case. All the evidence suggests that is not the case.
I don't think they all have a radical mindset. In fact, the majority of them don't. I know.
It, like, this is crazy. Like, Piers Morgan is a big old piece of shit. But, like, he's actually, like, saying, like, Rudy, what the fuck are you talking about? He sounds, and even the way he, like, his mannerisms, it reminds me of, like, a grandparent at dinner with their family, and they're like, actually, that's not how it is, Grandpa. Well, that's not what I've read. You know what I mean? Even the mannerisms were identical. I can't. It's crazy. That's crazy shit. And real quick, Midas Touch did a quick report on Iran's president, they released a letter to the American people.
It's released a very lengthy open letter to the American people ahead of Trump's speech tonight, and it is a direct attempt to shape how Americans are seeing this war.
Which also, great job with them being like, yeah, let's have Trump do another late night speech. God, I hope he admits to everything in the Epstein files. Oh my God.
In the letter, he claims that Iran has, quote, never initiated a war in modern history and says the country is being falsely portrayed as a threat for political and economic reasons. He points directly at the United States, arguing that the massive U.S. military presence around Iran is what is actually destabilizing the region, not Iran itself. He also goes back to history, calling out the 1953 U.S.-backed coup in Iran, support for the Shah, and backing Saddam Hussein as the root of deep distrust between the two countries. He uses Trump's own words against him and asks the following, quote, exactly which of the American people's interests are truly being served by this war? Was there any objective threat from Iran to justify such behavior? Does the massacre of innocent children, the destruction of cancer treatment pharmaceutical facilities, or boasting about bombing a country, quote, back to the Stone Ages serve any purpose other than further damaging the United States' global standing? The letter says that Iran pursued diplomacy, reached agreements, and notes that it was the United States that withdrew and escalated tensions, launching attacks during the negotiations. And here's one of the most striking warnings in the letter. He says, quote, attacking Iran's vital infrastructure, including energy and industrial facilities, directly targets the Iranian people. Such actions carry consequences that extend far beyond Iran's borders. He goes on to argue those consequences would mean greater instability, higher economic costs, and long-term resentment. The letter also accuses the U.S. of acting as a proxy for Israel, saying that Israel is pushing America into war to serve its own interests. And then it asks a direct question to Americans. Whose interests is this war really serving? Is America first truly among the priorities of the U.S. government today? He asks. He says, quote, observe the many accomplished Iranian immigrants educated in Iran who now teach and conduct research at the world's most prestigious universities or contribute to the most advanced technology firms in the West. Do these realities align with the distortions you are being told about Iran and its people? He ends by urging Americans to look past what he calls the machinery of misinformation and says the world is now at a crossroads. The bottom line, this is Iran making its case directly to the American public just hours before Trump addresses the nation. Now,
so I'm hearing speculation that this is all going exactly how perhaps Israel had planned because they want the U.S. to fall, is what I've heard. And that they helped install Donald Trump because they knew that he would... I mean, Epstein even wrote in documents that are in the Epstein files decades ago that he thought Trump would, or like a decade ago, that Trump was having dementia issues. They know. He's a liability. He's been a liability. At this point, the damage is done. I'm sure he's been sitting here texting Putin, telling him everything that he's doing. Like, how many of us do we really believe that, like, he's not doing that? Because he doesn't know. His brain is shrinking. And not to mention the fact that I think maybe that's why, like, his kids are heavily involved in everything, is because they all are standing to gain from the U.S. completely collapsing. I don't know. It seems a little, like, crazy. You know what I mean? Speaking of crazy, Trump unveiled his presidential library, which I didn't even know that you could do this for a presidential library, but he's gonna build a fucking skyscraper that he says might be a hotel. Insane. Let's view this together so we don't have to go on Truth Social separately to go watch this. This is going to be in Miami, by the way. What does that look like to you? Oh, look at that. He wants to have pageants there, too. Of course, all AI. I literally thought that that was the Nazi thing. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, of course. I didn't watch this all the way through. Of course he has a fucking golden escalator. Of fucking course he does. And then places that look like the literally replicas of the White House in there. I didn't check it. If you wish to donate more than $10,000, click here. I'm just like, third-party links and services. The sites may include, the foundation is not responsible for the content, policies, or practices of third party. Okay, wait. I was like, is there going to be something in here that's going to be like fucked up? And I'll be like, has no one thought about this yet and looked at this? What the fuck? Indemnification. You agree to identify. Hold on. No, actually, hold on. Hold on. Look at this under indemnification. You agree to indemnify, defend, and hold harmless the foundation, its directors, officers, employees, and agents from and against any claims, liabilities, damages, losses, and expenses, including legal fees, arising out of or in any way connected with your use of the site, your violation of these terms, or your violation to any rights of another. You know what? I'm not even gonna like pretend. Hold on. I'm just gonna copy it. Like, compensation for harm or loss. Okay, so like, because I don't know what that fucking means. I'm not a lawyer. So switching out the word indemnification for compensation for harm or loss, if you agree to compensate for harm or loss, defend, and hold harmless the foundation and its directors, officers, employees, and agents from and against any claims, liabilities, damages, losses, and expenses, including legal fees arising out of or in any way connected with your use of the sites, your violation of these terms, or your violation of any other or any rights of another. Is it just me, or does that sound like something hinky? I have to think on what my brain even thinks that is, because I'm not a lawyer. I have no fucking idea. So like whenever it comes to like law shit, I get a lawyer to go through it for me, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what it means. But doesn't that sound weird? Is there like security against legal liability for one's actions? So, like, we may revise these terms from time to time. If we do, it'll be at the top of the page. But am I weird for thinking that? Because that just seems weird. Limitations of liability, the maximum extent permitted. Are, like, for this site, are you like, is this site gonna, ew, no, I don't want you to get away. It's like, do you want to do pop-ups? But, like, is this gonna, oh. Oh, why did I not expect that? Why did I think this was going to be like a legit website? No, this is literally, it's quite literally just a donate. It's just to donate to this. It's another cash grab. This is a whole ass another cash grab. I just saw the 10,000 because I was like, of course. Because an old person might click that. But now I'm just like, oh my God. So with that being said, if you donate, you agree to... Oh. Okay, hold on. I think my brain finally snapped into, like, realizing what this is. If I am correct, which, I mean, if a lawyer ever sees this and they need to correct me, please fucking do. But this means that they have indemnifications on here to state that the money that you donate can go to anything that they want. Right? You agree to compensate for any loss or harm, defend and hold harmless the foundation and its directors, officers, employees, and agents from and against any claims, liabilities, damages, losses, expenses, including legal fees, arising out of or in any way connected with your use of the sites. In other words, like, yeah, your violation of these terms or your violation of any rights of another. That almost reads to me that, like, if you complain or whatever, or try to attract your money because, like, you accidentally did it, like, whenever old people accidentally, like, they'll give money and their family sues because, like, you're a fraud, you're a scam. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm sorry to go on that little tangent, but I was just wondering if, like, maybe that's what that is. I don't know. What do you guys think? That to me sounds like the last of it, the very last bit of it, where it's like your violation of these terms or your violation of any rights of another. What does the or your violation of any rights of another mean in this context? Jesus Christ. If that's what I think it means, and again, I don't fucking know because I'm not a lawyer, so I'm only speculating what I'm, like, breaking down through this. But does that mean that if a family member tries to block that payment from coming out, that what's the what's going to happen? I don't know. This whole situation is so goddamn unhinged that like I wish I could tell you guys like really silly shit instead of, god damn it, instead of, oh, look at our little baby, look at this little baby mama. Oh, and remember how I said that the new Trump Tower was at Trump Library. So how the Trump Library looks. Remember how I said like, oh, that's interesting. Where is it? Open image, new tab. There we go. How it looks like that. Nope, that's a cat. It's the Twin Tower building in New York. It's literally identical. It's literally identical. Whenever he did that like pan around situation, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Corporate wants you to spot the difference. There is no difference. That's insane. Also, the ballroom can't be completed because without congressional approval, it's officially been blocked. So the East Wing of the White House probably never. How much you want to bet that they don't even do anything about it? Oh shit, that's what I was going to talk about. I'll talk about while I'm playing Neopets a little bit. So remember how I talked about yesterday or a couple of days ago, but basically yesterday, how whenever it comes to the things that I've done, I have an eclectic background, and with that eclectic background comes having like grapevine knowledge of like where to go for like that intel, and how I found out that, you know, the military was pulling civilian medical personnel. They were hiring them, like a lot of them this January, which typically means that they're going to go to war. And they're expecting heavy casualties. Big difference. If they're expecting to go to war and win it, they're not asking for civilian nursing staff. The other thing is that strippers at strip clubs that are close to bases. People are just blowing their entire fucking savings on one night, which is not good. Now I have a military friend that is telling me about how they are now changing their healthcare to be able to reject veterans a lot easier. And they sent me the actual email, or like a copy of it. And it states, "Dear patient, at ECU Health, our mission is to improve the health and well-being of Eastern North Carolina. We are committed to making sure you and your family have access to the high-quality care of our professionals and hospitals deliver every day. Like many rural systems across the country, ECU Health is facing rising costs on." There we go. ECU Health is facing rising costs and ongoing policy changes that affect how care is delivered and reimbursed. As part of our responsibility to protect access to care for our communities, we are currently in discussion with your health insurance company, United Healthcare, regarding the commercial contract that provides you with in-network access to care at EC Health. For several months, we have been working with UHC and to reach a new agreement. Contract negotiations like this are a normal part of the healthcare business operations, and our goal is to secure a fair and sustainable agreement that preserves your in-network health access to ECU Health providers and facilities. It is important to note that nothing changes today. You can continue to receive your care from ECU health providers and hospitals as you normally would while the negotiations continue. If an agreement is not reached. If we are unable to reach an agreement on a contract, ECU health providers and facilities may become out of network for patients with UHC plans. This means your access to care may be interrupted or out-of-pocket costs may increase depending on your plan. Because we want you to have clear and timely information, we have outlined important details below. While some of these dates extend into next year, we are sharing them with you now so you have ample time to understand what this could mean for your care and plan accordingly. Effective April 29th, 2026, ECU Health Medical Group physicians, in parentheses, doctors' visits, professional services such as office appointments or seeing a specialist, in parentheses, may no longer be in network with UHC. So let's run that back. Doctor visits and professional services such as office appointments or seeing a specialist may no longer be in network with UHC. By the way, this is coming from a retired military officer, and their spouse is a ex-military retired officer. They both got this. So think about how many ex-military members have special care, like things like that. Effective July 15th, 2026, ECU health hospitals, clinics, and facilities, hospital care including surgeries, imaging, tests, and inpatient stays may no longer be in network with UHC. So from April, specialists, hospital care like surgeries, imaging, tests, and inpatient stays, cut. In addition, some ECU health affiliated specialty physicians who provide hospital-based or procedural services may also be impacted on this date. Effective February 15th, 2027, some ECU health affected physician practices may no longer be in network with UHC. Emergency care will be covered at in-network rates at ECU Health, regardless of these negotiations. And I was like, if this goes through, but spoiler, it's probably going to go through. And they said a lot of times these VA facilities don't have certain care. So there's no OBGYN at my clinic of ECU. They don't pick up the bill, and I'm left to try to go to Durham. And that's like about an hour, 2-hour drive. If not next, the biggest hospital would be Charlotte or Norfolk, Virginia. Or Charlotte, North Carolina, which is basically in South Carolina. So no, not force us to go to the VA, because I was like, hey, is this going to make you be forced to go to the VA instead of being able to pick your healthcare provider? It's much worse than that for our veterans. So no, not force us to go to the VA, but force us to drive forever to someone who does take the insurance, or find a VA clinic that does have care. And I said, oh my God, that can be a death sentence. And they said, even though this town is growing, we are still considered rural. Doctors aren't really coming here or staying here. ECU is trying to compete with Duke, and I don't think they're doing very well. And I knew that they wouldn't do very well. So here's your firsthand info from a veteran stating that at present moment, veterans' health care is definitely on the chopping block, because I'm right. That is, if someone has a medical emergency, just because you are going to the emergency room doesn't mean that everything's going to be covered. Or even worse, they have the people to do that, but you can't, but there's a loophole where it still says that you can't stay overnight. So now we have to airlift you to Virginia so you can be in network. Well, now you have an airlift cost. What if it's a life and death? Are you going to be all right? You know, are you going to survive that trek? Or are you going to perish in on the way? This is really bad for our men and women and they thems in the service or already out of the service. I'd love to know, like, the few service members that I do know that still support Trump. I wonder what the fuck they're saying now. That's what I want to know. I want to know what the fuck they're saying now. Oh shit, 2,000 Neo points. Fuck yeah. I think it said like groom and well, fuck it, we'll just go back. Maybe that'll make him realize that he's an idiot, right? I really hope so. And also one of those is not a he. One of the ones that I know that still supports him, and I'm like, okay, girl. Oh, I did a little mini pop. You guys hear that? Just a little thing. Anyways, I wish I could do the Alyssa Edwards one where it just sounds like a knock on wood. It's incredible. Every now and then I can do it, but no one's around to hear it. Sad. Sad. Okay. Feed and groom. Feed and groom our pets. Douglas is still hiding. You know, that little man, he's elusive. He's elusive, but he's a little baby. And soon we're going to have real babies. Oh. You're going to feed it, you better have swift feet. The slow ones get picked. Give that to, I don't want to be here, bro. Thanks. That was the most rancid thing I've ever eaten. For me, the way that I hear that is that he actually likes it, but I don't think that that's actually the case. Oh, we got to feed Grumples his cactus leaf. Tasty and crunchy and 99% water. Here you go, Grumples. Now he's very full. All right. Did I get it right? I think it was groom and feed. Hey, look at that. I fucking did it. I did it. Underlay, mama. EO, Cutstone. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, 41%. By the time stream's done, the fan will be ready to go again for that little lady. At night, we're not going to do the fan, though. At night, we're not doing the fan. Because it's going to get a little chilly at night, and I don't want her getting too cold. I don't want her getting too cold. I want her warm, but not that warm. And I don't want her cold. I want her cool, but not like cold. Oh. Damn it. Oh. Not the poop. Not the poop. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. I think I'm just never going to get one of the donuts. Oh, I got two of them at once. That took care of that. Hey! Sponge donut. Got it. Oh! Yay! 2 seconds. Hey! No! Give me them donuts. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought I was gonna miss it. But alas. Ooh, I almost did it again. Hey! No. Oh, no! Doesn't matter. She's dizzy, so. That's bullshit. You saw me go right through that. That's horseshit. I swear to God. I went through that. Bruh. Every time, dude. Every time. Like, I am not good at the Hassy bounce. I am not good at the Hassy bounce. Don't. Okay. They're gonna cry, aren't they? Oh, they're actually eating their donuts. Means I didn't do as bad. So. Oh, yeah, the negs. I didn't even look at it. I'm gonna scream, aren't I? It's gonna piss me off, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I went to go look up the question, and then I got distracted. Damn it. Oh, look, a wind-up bouncing Hassy. I didn't even notice that whenever I saw it. Okay. Customize and purchase. Customize and purchase. Took you almost an hour? Fuck. It really... You know what? I need to go do that now so I can fucking think about it. God damn it. Oh! Oh, yay, you're here. I was a little worried no one would come back. I know my first riddle may not have been all that good. Kari was a big help in teaching teaching me the logistics of the festival, but she was adamant that I make my own riddles, so I am not sure if they are as good as hers. I just really want to make her proud, and I know it may seem hard to believe, but I was sort of a delinquent before Kari took me under her wing and helped me transform into the fairy I am today. So no matter what I do not want to bother her. She's got enough to worry about. All right, let's get this riddle. Through a ticket may be hard to acquire. There's nothing like an item from this sweet treat supplier. I know this. Hold on, I gotta close out all these and go. Where's... I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, it felt dumb. I think it's the scratch offs. That's where I think it is. Either where is it? Where's my... Oh wait, my scratch offs are right here. But oh no, because it's not hard to get. I'm just gonna try the Ice Fairy Caves. No. What did it say? What did this bitch say? Though a ticket might be hard to acquire, there's nothing like an item from this sweet treat supplier. See, it's like I'm getting freaked out. Like anytime that I think about like Anya's fleas, I like feel like I'm itchy. I hate that. Fucking hate that. I'm like, I'm racking my brain. I know that I'm gonna figure it out because like part of me thinks it's the hunt. No, it's not. I'll just check the no, okay. The other place that I thought about, actually, let me heal Grumples. Grumples, he's fully healed now. I personally think that it might be... Oh, wait. Wait. No? Okay. I thought maybe it would be something like that. Oh, wait. You don't need a ticket for that. Hey! That's the one. I was like, I know, because, like, I've been trying to get fucking ice cream coupons, and it took me a second to, like, I was like, okay, I know he's Slender. I know whatever character it is, it's Slender. I was thinking it was the Nemo. like for the scratch card, the haunted scratch card. Okay, so I have the neg of fear, the detective neg, and the puzzling neg. Now, fuck it, let's go with the, I don't want the puzzling neg. I don't think that's gonna be good. But the detective one, you went to every bakery first, yeah. Well, the thing that I thought is, like, because you have to use a ticket, so I thought either scratch card or there, I was like, what's the fucking thing that I've been trying to get? I'm gonna hit the detective neg. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, a filing cabinet. Official clue notebook. That's cute. Clue case filing. Keep track of all those important files with this handy filing cabinet. This was given out as a premium prize. Okay, put it in the closet. Put it in the closet. Just like Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham and the rest of the RNC. But yeah, I'll switch it up every now and then, because like I won't always hit that, because I know that there's only like a certain amount of things that they give away with each one. So like I saw someone got it wasn't the filing cabinet, but there was like oh my god, forensic yellow cards that go on the ground, like to like show where like bullets have dropped or whatever, those things. They had those and I was like, I want those. But I'm gonna get that water one. I really want that dark water because it's creepy. I love it. All right. Green paraffin. Paraffins are very shy and do not often mix with other species. Racist. I know who they voted for. I know who they voted for. I didn't know that there was going to be racism in my Neopets. Insane. All right. Oh, Carmiller flower. This flower is known to be adored by Carmillers. Someone came up with that and decided that was a thing, and that is so fucking hard to pronounce. Okay. Let's throw, and actually, you know what? Before I throw the code stone in the thing, let's go off script and just go as I'm going. Because I will forget where I need to, like, what I'm missing or whatever, but fuck it. All right. Grumples. Increase the level. Good job, Grumples. Oh, I think I'm 50 now. Let's go with strength. Let's go with Grumples. And does he need an EO code stone? No. I had a feeling if I held on to that EO code stone, it wasn't gonna need it. It's gonna be like, okay, a har and brie. Okay, a har. Uh-oh. We only have 2 brie code stones left. Dun dun dun. I think whenever I get, like, I'm done with these in the safety deposit box, like specifically these, because I'm wondering when these are going to play into it. When is this going to happen? Because I have 28, 36, 22, 22, 27, and 30. And some of these I only have like one of. We're getting real dangerously close to the end on those. Anyway. All right, Grumples, go to class. All right, we want to go to the dip dye negs. It's time to dip dye some fucking negs. All right. Strawberry picnic blanket trinket in a braided flower wig. Okay. It showed that. It didn't show the other ones. Oh my God. Hold on. Did I not do all the dip dyes? Was I? Oh, there's more. No, okay. Oh. 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 Standout golden sunflowers trinket and flower pot fence trinket. Joyful glow effect asteroid meteor shower. Oh my God. I think that, yeah, these are all good now. See what I'm telling you? Like, their premium is no fucking joke, dude. Watch out. The asteroid meteor shower. Watch out. The sky is falling. Submit. Joyful glow effect. What is that going to look like? Absolutely glowing. Flower pot fence trinket. This fence sure does smell amazing and looks pretty too. All right. Standout golden sunflowers trinket. Do you want to hear the cutest thing that I've ever heard about sunflowers? Their beauty is almost blinding. So apparently the rule is if you get someone a sunflower, you have to at least get them two, because the sunflowers always need the sun. So when the sun goes down, the sunflowers can be the sun for each other. Bro. And that's so cute. All right, wildflower foreground. Wander among the wildflowers in full bloom. And also, we're now getting into spring territory where I start changing everyone's backgrounds and shit into like more spring stuff or fall, like summer. So I'm really stoked about this. Strawberry cottage background. Home, very sweet home. Oh my God. Braided flower wig, which looks very Rapunzel. It looks very Rapunzel. This lovely braided wig was made even more beautiful with flowers. There we go. Strawberry picnic blanket trinket. Such a berry cute picnic. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I can't. Hey, Buzz, how are you doing? I can't. That is so cute. That is so cute. Overgrown strawberry foreground. Some of these strawberries look especially good for picking. Put that in the closet. Let's go customize. Oh, wait. Did I put this? Premium collectible enchanted clover forest background. This clearing feels extra lucky. Did I put that in there yet? If not, I guess I am now. All right. I wish that this notebook was like, oh, wait, can you? No. I was kind of hoping that you could read it, but no. All right. Let's do a little edit on these guys. Let's change up Spooky Boys to like spring babies. Let's do it. Let's do a whole spring fucking theme on the creepy ones. Not all of them. Oh, wait. Before I give Nosferatu a whole change up, remember how I was saying that why can't I have like a cute like flower stuff in the foreground of this one? So like let's do this. Actually, Sammy, Jesus Christ, no. Oh my god. All right. What is this joyful glow effect? I kind of like it. I kind of definitely like it. Let me see. I want to check to see if there's anything that I just got that I would really like to like put with Sammy. Oh. No. Oh wait, should I put the? Oh, that fucks with the tree. Nope, I think Sammy's gonna stay put as is. But actually, let's change up Nosferatu. Or not Nosferatu. Yeah, Nosferatu. Let's change her up. Let's make her springtime. You know what? I'm okay with the fairy being in this. Let's go. Okay. What if we change to this? Like it a little bit more. What's the sunflowers? Too much. Far too much. I like this one. Let's not do this. Where's the dark fairy? There she is. Can I put this on you? Hold on. We're gonna change it up. Wait a second. Wait a second. It's perfect. She's perfect. She's perfect for spring. Oh my god. She still has her little spooky girl. Like, we're still there. Oh my god. It's like me and a bunch of my, like, cutesy friends. Holy shit. Okay. Yes, I want to change. Oh my god. Fuck yes, I want to change it. God Christ, I want to change it. She looks so cute. All right, let's see what Ruby Crimson can get from all this. Let's see. Let's see. If I put this one on you. Oh? Where's a good background? Where's a good background? That's florally and cute. Maybe. I think that I have like a bunch of extra stuff on this, so I don't think it's going to necessarily work like this. But what if we do this? And also change up this, take these guys out, and this out. Oh, this is better. This is working. This is working. But I still think that I like this hair on her. Especially with the glasses. So we're gonna not try to like throw all the things in there, but I think it's good. I think that's good. I think it's nice. All right. Professor, do you need anything cute? Of course she does. She always does. Professor. Oh yeah, she's in her springtime book nook. What did these look like though? Hold on. Hold on. What if can I add that? As if this bitch needs any more things on her entire, like, photo. As if you could outrun me. Like, look at how many things. Oh, no, she has floating comet foreground. So this probably won't work with her, but I just wanted to see. Oh, no, it ruins the starry frame. the starry frame. I think it's not giving it. That's just too perfect for her. I can't change her. She's just too good. Like, that's just too good. You know? Just can't. All right. What do you got? Can I put anything in front of you? Do anything cutesy? What's this? I'll change it all back at some point, but for right now, she's a springtime gal. Biscuit is a growl, growl. I think that's actually how you pronounce it, as a growl, like a dinosaur noise. All right. That's done. I went a whole ass tangent getting stuff. Oh. Sweet. All right. Come on. Claim the reward. What do I get next time? Neopia's Past. Creepy. How much is this worth? Oh, whoops. How much is this worth? Master Prankster. What is that? Oh, no. It's like indemnification? No. Oh. It would help if I clicked the right button. My nails are all fucked up, so I'm like, oh. And I know I haven't read this, because if the book was this much, I wasn't purchasing it. Because for a while there, I was like, if I get a book like this, then I'll read it, but I won't like actively search for it. But since I got Professor Montana Billingsworth like on a fucking roll, I'm like, let's fucking keep going, dude. Let's keep going. So am I gonna sell that book? Fuck no. Is Professor Montana Billingsworth gonna read it? Absolutely. All right. Now you got me wondering, can I get that uni? I honestly think my opinion has changed on paraffins now that I know that they don't hang out with anyone else other than their race. I'm like, oh. I'm side-eyeing this character now. I'm just like, remember how I said, which character should I move over to the side account? She came from the side account. I should probably bring her back over there. Since now I can't look at her the same way. Just like, Oh, hey, Will. How are you doing? I need him to be a different, like, paint color. Just paint the goddamn horse. Paint the horse. How are you doing, Will? How are things? Ugh. Got defense points, but didn't get changed. Wah, wah. Let's see. Will the Wheel of Starlight let me down, or will it give me something that I care about? Oh, a code stone. Another red code stone. Great. Where do I use the red code stones? Like, when do I use those? Hold on. When do you use the red code stones in Neopets? Is my accent really fucked up today? Like, I get that I grew up in Massachusetts and Chicago, so my accent gets really fucking weird sometimes. When do you use the red code stones? Thank you. Oh, after you've reached 250 or higher. Holy. We got a while, guys. Maybe I'll just stock up on fucking code stones. Because these red ones are not going to be used for a while. Holy. Driving back from San Antonio? Nice. That's awesome. I love that. Have fun. Did you go to a con? Wait, what day is today? Like, no, it's Wednesday. Like, do you have a con? Let's see. Ye old fishing vortex. Oh, an old box fort. See, his fishing level is still 97. Does it take a while? Like, do you have to, like... I guess it can't be every time you play. That wouldn't make sense. So, do you see that Artemis 2 spacecraft launched and it's headed towards the moon? No, I didn't. I've been focusing in on other types of news. Man, I really should go look at, like, happy news. But, I mean, I did sandwich cat content plus Neopets. So, it was a nice shit sandwich for today. You know, knowing that we're probably going to be backing out of the fucking NATO, and that's going to cause literally, you know what, cannonball into this motherfucker. You know, and that's going to cause a civil war, especially within the Republican Party, as if they're not already infighting already. But we'll see. We'll fucking see. So I've been paying attention to that shit. I probably should pay attention to, like, happier things, but why? Whenever I can hyper focus on bad things. He cannot with our congressional approval, right? You never, like, at this point, they might kick us out. If I'm gonna be completely honest, they might be like, get the fuck out. Because, like, Pierce Starmer, but, like, was like, no, we're not taking your side on this. Germany's thinking about kicking us out of their country, like our, what do you call it? Army bases, might be kicking us out. And they're far right, too, which is fucking crazy. Did I go into the jelly? I don't think I got a jelly. Did I get a jelly? Okay, good. I didn't get a jelly. I was like, did I get the jelly yet? No, I didn't. I couldn't remember if I was going up this way or the other way. He says he got a dead raccoon for you. Yes. Hell yeah. We're very similar people, and I just appreciate you. Because I know Will is over here like, yep, of course. Of course. These spooky bitches. Yes, you did tell me about your new pelts. I love that. A dung jelly. A dung. I love that for you, though. Omelet. And I managed to take a slice. Grave danger. The evil slorg? Hold on, I don't think I've read that. Thanks, Vanilla Bean. I'm so sorry that your owner is apparently racist. I can't even stress this enough. My brain is like, should I change that character? I don't know if I'm overdoing the changing my trajectory whenever presented with new information a little too hard, because now I'm like, found out that Paraffin from Neopets doesn't hang out with the other races except for its own, so I just can't get behind that shit. Except for apparently green ones, but I'm not going to change it to green. Not from the chocolate color. Fuck no. Oh, I guess if it's chocolate, then that would make more sense. Because I wouldn't want to hang out with... You know what I mean? So I got, maybe, you know what? I'll look at it like that. I'll be fine. That'll be fine now. All right. The perfect toy to hide away in, but still observe the world. Oh, it's actually a toy. Shit. Okay. Also, the evil slorg. Did I read this? I always thought that there was something sinister about slorgs. Now I know. No, I've read that. I've read that. Do I know that she's read it, because I've read that out loud on stream before. I've read that on stream before. Let me just throw all these toys in the safety deposit box, so whenever I go to donate things to the ferry whenever the ferry needs donations, which is so different than playing Burgle and Gnomes with friends and having a cigarette fairy. Yes, you heard me correctly. A cigarette fairy. She is a fairy that asks you for cigarettes or poop. And I'm not kidding. It's one of the two, and she asks you for it. So, you know, at least this fairy asks you for things normal, like plushies and food and various things. Pirate elephant plushie. You don't have to mess with a pirate elephant, even if it's just a plushie. Oh, you don't want to mess with a pirate elephant, even if it's just a plushie. Yeah, you do. All right, we're throwing everything in the safety deposit box because, yeah, I want shit to donate. I'm going to find out that everything that I normally use, like books that I've read recently, will be on there, and I'll be like, fuck. All right. 46 out of 50 items. Let me get rid of some more items because we are a little too close for comfort. No, Vincent Van Gogh, you're not allowed to eat. No. Oh no, the brain wharf cream. Fuck. My safety deposit box is going to be bloated, dudes. Fucking bloated. Wind it up and watch it waddle around the floor. Hilarious. No, I read that yesterday, but it's really funny. Wind it up and watch it go around. Hilarious. All right. That should be good enough. That's fine. Goodness. Did I do the grave danger? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, anchor management. Let's fucking go. Fire! Pirate hook, candy cane. Apple bobbin. Oh, it's not dark yet. Okay. Because I'm trying to pay attention to her outside, but also hang out with Douglas and Anya, which Anya and Douglas have to be separated because Anya keeps charging at Douglas. And Douglas is such a himbo that he just stands there and he's like, what? Why? What a silly little boy. What a silly little boy that doesn't just what a B word. I know. I think also she not for nothing, she was 4 and not fixed. So can you really blame her for charging at a boy cat? I can't. Because she's probably, I think Anya has probably had several litters. Like, if I was a betting gal, I would say Anya's probably had several litters of kittens because they don't know anything about her. I guess she might have been, maybe a house cat, but, I mean, you never know. Let's see. I'm going to do the Wheel of Extravagance. Just because. Oh my gosh, I have a round number in my Neo coins. 712,000. Never see that in real life. Yes, just spin it. 612. All right. Give me something good. Give me something good. Oh! Grumples increased his max health by 10%. Let's go to the fucking Battle Dome then. Oh, wait. His hit points aren't full? Didn't we just see that? What the fuck? Oh, no, it increased it. So wait a second. I understand what I needed to do. I was going to complain, but it meant that, now he needs to. Hey, how are you doing, Neon? How are you doing? All right, he is hiding. He's hiding. But he's here. And a sweet little bean. Nice. 69, bro. Look at that. Nice. All right. let's play a game. So I have 69. So that means that I could probably... Have I fought him yet? The black, Terry? Terry? Part of me wants to, like, see if I can go kind of high, but I don't know. 105, 69. I mean, I get him at, like, 89, or... What do you guys think? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? 84, what's Sydney? Obviously not. Oh, you know what? I've never fought the giant spectral mutant Whalen. That's 93. Let's just see. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Look at him. Look at this big old doofus. Grumples is in the water. What the hell? All right. Okay, okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking okay. Let's go with this one. The giant spectral mutant Whalen laughs in your direction. Oh, shit. Did I get him? I will never understand this game. That's fine. Like, ever. I get it. Mariquan Bedtime Stories. I don't think I've read that. Let's go ahead and read it. Fuck it. If your Neopet has trouble sleeping, try reading them one of these fun stories. Professor. She's read that book already. Of course she has. What books hasn't she read? Is this How to Avoid Poisonous Mushrooms? This book teaches you how to recognize poisonous mushrooms by their look, smell, and texture so that you never accidentally consume them. I don't want a blue ball professor. You know what I mean? I literally was like, here's a book, and she's like, I've read it. Fuck. Sorry. Galert Dental Care. Top tips to leave your Galert's teeth sparkling white all day long. I couldn't even say that. I was like, wait. Top tips to leave your Galert's teeth sparkling white all day long. There we go. Professor. Hey, I'm getting smarter. Yeah, y'all, girl. Yeah, y'all. All right, that's all of her books. That means all the books and cards in here are ones that need to be donated whenever the fuck that happens. But yay! Oh, wait. I'm gonna give Grumples his healing potion. Wunderbar. Wait, is there... You know what? It's gonna be... It's fine. It's fine. Oh, wait. Let me check one more thing before I potentially... Oh, here it is, guys. Here it is. We're level 50. We're there. We're there. Douglas. Dougie. You can see his tail. Oh, he's gone. Douglas. Douglas Fur. He's Douglas Fur. Oh, nope, 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 nope. He's a little man. I see his little face. See it? Oh. In a big, big world, he's a little cutie. He just wants to be heard. But he is scared all the time. So he'll do a heckin' hide. Little Douglas Fur. He's Douglas Fur. He's Douglas Fur. He's Douglas Fur. Hold on, wait a second. Oh. This little cowpoke. He's being cute. Oh, do you have your toy? Are you reaching for your toy? You can see the little green thing that he's reaching for. Oh, look at you, doggy. Oh, what a good baby. Oh, hello. 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 You can see the top of his teardrop on his chest. Hi. see that you pulled out the, Hi. You pulled out a different toy. Hi. What are you doing? Watch this. He actually lets you. He'll let me. He'll let me pet him. Free feet. Hi. Hi. Are we playing? Hi. Oh, no. You just want to hide? Are you in a hidey mood? Are you in a hidey mood? He's in a hidey mood. That Zoom, did you get my butt? Excellent. Good. 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 Look at him. Oh, little doggy. He is so precious. Oh my God. Teardrops. Look. Look. There's his teardrop. There's his teardrop. There it is. There it is. There it is. Wait until because he like stretches out. It's right directly in the center of his chest. It's right there. We're getting good cat cam content today. Let me see. I'm gonna just. There we go. Look at Dougly. I know he's not nearly as spicy. He's a sweet chicken sandwich now instead of a spicy chicken. He's not a spicy chicken. He's not a spicy chicken. Hi, honey. Oh, you getting stretchies? You leaving? Oh, he's gone. And oh, and he's gone. But yeah, no, he's so cute. I can't. He's so cute. Hello. Hello. This is a chair, not my butt. But yeah, he's like, is he looking out the window? Yeah, he's looking out the window. His like, you can see his little tail. Like, oh, it's very blended, but it's like right through there. Douglas! Hi, honey! Oh, you sweet boy. Oh, you sweet little man. You sweet little man. Oh. 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 Good jumpies. Good boy. Oh. That's his favorite toy, is a little green spring. Hi. Oh. You see it? That was a big stretch, little man. I'm trying to like zoom it in. Hold on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Nope. I was trying to get Douglas. Oh, no, 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 no. Not the Bort hole. Douglas, no. We got to give you etiquette for streaming. God damn it. Don't zoom in on the titties. Not like no, not the Bort hole. Oh, that's whenever you stop. Now you're not. Hi, honey. He is so cute. Oh my God. Oh, you can't see him though. There we go. He's in the frame. He said, but Mom, I saw you do it. I know he did though. He was like, hey, well, this is bullshit. If I can't do it, then like, what the fuck? All right, let me see. Oh, you know what? Yeah, who we're gonna raid over to? We're gonna raid over to Sean. Sean is, it looks like he's playing something, but I don't know what it is. But Sean is one of my photographer friends. He's fucking fantastic as a human being, and he's just a great photographer. Like, I know that I reposted the, like, Full House photographers all, like, you know, together at, like, MagFest, I think it was. And he was the last one, and he was the one where I was like, no, Sean? And then he was at the end, I was like, Sean! He's a sweetheart. So definitely you'll enjoy hanging out with him for a little bit. But yeah, in the meantime, oh, he's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's wearing his cow ears. But let's go see him. If you're not following me on my other platforms, what are you doing? JennaSayWhat.com/links. You'll find all the links there. And yeah, tomorrow I will not be on because I will be taking Otto to her appointment and making it to where she can come back inside so she can have her kitten litter here. So it's gonna be a fun time. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Be safe out there. Have a great night. Bye. Oh yeah, that's not the right ending. There it is.